guys, welcome back to Crochet with BAE. I'm your girl BAE, and we're on part 2 of my 2-part series for my Quinn pattern. If this is your first video, you may want to go back and watch the first part of the Quinn pattern. Otherwise, you may just want to learn how to make a full covered high waist bikini bottom. This is good for you. But I think you're gonna want to watch the first video because, I mean, it's not complete without the top. And then you're gonna see the thong and you're like, oh, well, now I want options. So just head over there and go watch that video. As I do with all my videos, I do giveaways, and this is the giveaway video. So last time I did make it a little bit difficult for you guys to find that question, and I had a few people just like, why'd you put it so far? Da, da, da. I put it that far so you guys would watch the videos. Okay, that's why I did it. But this week I'm gonna be making them super simple by just telling you guys the giveaway question now. All you have to tell me is where I got the name for my pattern. So it's a TV show, I'll give you that much, but you have to tell me which TV show I got the name from for the pattern. That's all. But the answer to that is in the first video, so you're gonna want to watch that. Sorry, I'm having a good day. So yeah, you're gonna want to go watch that to figure out what the answer to that question is. Answer correctly, all the correct answers, put them in the comments. Make sure you subscribe and like this video, and if you do have an Instagram, go and check out the Instagram. You know, it's BAE Exclusive 6. It is in the description below, and you can go there and follow that page as well if you have an IG, but it's not required for the giveaway. But yeah, that's it. So without further ado, let us get to this pattern because I've been rambling for a little while now, and I don't think you guys want that. You guys, I mean, unless you only came here for the giveaway, well, joke's on you. I'm gonna have to watch the first video. Ha! Anywho, I will see you guys in a few when we start this pattern. Let's go, guys. All right, guys, so let's start our high-waisted bottom. This is the full coverage, as I said before. So I'm gonna be using the same yarn that I used in the first part of this series. This is still Red Heart. This is a Super Saver, and this color is Dusty Gray. I kind of like it. It looks really cute on my mannequin too, so it works. So we got the Dusty Gray. As usual, I always have my measuring tape, tapestry needle, stitch markers, and scissors handy. They're always by me, always close to me. Move that one side. And then I have my crochet needle. 6.0 millimeters is what I typically use. I usually use a different needle, but my actual needle is in the car, and I didn't want to wait to do this tutorial any longer, so I was like, let me just get it done. So as I do with most of my pieces, we're going to be starting with a slip knot, and the slip knot, I'll just go over it for anybody who doesn't know if this is your first video. Otherwise, do the slip knot however you do it. I pinch the end, then take the middle finger and the ring finger, place that working end. The working end is the part that's attached to the yarn still, and I place it between my middle finger and my ring finger on my left hand. Please note, I am right-handed. I guess, I don't know if I crochet with my right hand, right? I think I do, yeah. Anywho, so then I'm gonna place my pointer finger on my right finger into that space, turn it up, insert my thumb into that loop, and then I'm just gonna take the working end and pull it through. And that's a slip knot. Super simple, super easy. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna chain 6. This is gonna be the crotch area that we're working. Okay, let me pull out some of this just so that we have it to play with. It's not too stiff. All right, so we're gonna chain 6, okay? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, we're gonna chain 1, and I'm going to turn this in. This is just a personal thing that I do because I am lazy and I hate weaving in my ends. So I'm going to half double crochet into the second chain from the hook. So here's the part that's on the hook. You have 1 chain right here from the hook that we just made, that extra +1, which is the increase. So we're gonna insert into technically our last stitch of that last row. So second chain, all right? So I'm gonna yarn over, half double crochet into it. So I'm gonna yarn over, insert, and then I'm gonna yarn over and pull through. And then I'm gonna yarn over and pull through all 3 of those, okay? So let's do that again. I'm gonna yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. And you want to ensure that you do that for the entire 6 rows that we have here, okay? Sorry, 6 chains that we have here. So 3, this is number 4, 5, and usually when I count, it just helps so that I don't miss that last little weird stitch on the end. So this is 6 in this little one right here. Guys, I apologize about my nails. I'm gonna get them done this week, I promise, but I didn't get a chance to. I've been too busy. Okay, hold on. Let me insert it right here, just so that it holds a little bit better. All right, so this was 6. Okay, so we got them in, we got 6 half double crochets for the 6 chains that we started with. All right, so we're gonna yarn 1, I'm sorry, we're gonna chain 1. Guys, I can't talk today. So we're gonna chain 1 and we're gonna continue with that half double crochet. So we're gonna go and we're gonna do a half double crochet all the way down. And we're gonna ensure that that first one goes into that last stitch that we just did. So we're gonna yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through all 3, okay? Let me see if I can go a little bit closer. So it's yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through all 3, okay? That gives you your half double crochet. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna continue mine. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over all 3, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. All right, I kind of sing it to the little song in my head. It's kind of weird, but I know I'm weird, so it's okay. And you want to ensure that you still get those 6 half double crochets in that row as well. So we need to do this for a total of 8 rows to cover, you know, the crotch area. So this is standard for all the sizes. So whatever size you're doing, you're gonna want that coverage. You may want to add an extra for you maybe, but typically this works for me for all my sizes. And yes, all my sizes from the extra small to my 5XL, which is available in my pattern. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish up these other 8 rows and then we're gonna meet back here. So you go ahead, finish up those 8 rows and then let's meet back here, all right? All right guys, so this part is the first part to our front panel. So we just did the crotch, and I just completed my 8 rows of 6 half double crochets, okay? So now I'm gonna start the part that would increase up over to, you know, the high waist area, the front. So I'm gonna start with my increase. So I'm gonna do an increase on this row. So for my increase, I'm gonna chain 1, turn my work, all right? And then I'm gonna put 2 half double crochets into the first stitch and 2 half double crochets into the last stitch, and every other stitch gets a single half double crochet. So that way it will increase on the sides, and that will be a nice gradual increase to get that triangular shape, okay? So I'm gonna put 2 in this one, so 1 and 2. And then we're gonna do all singles. And that, in this case, it's gonna be 4. And then that last one, 2 half double crochets, okay? So 1 and 2. Then we're gonna chain 1 and turn. And now we're gonna just do a row of, you know, no increases, no decreases. We're just gonna go straight across. So now we have 8 because we added 2 to that 6, right? 1 here and 1 here. So we're gonna have 8 half double crochets now, and just half double crochet all the way down from that first stitch, okay? No increase. So we're gonna have 8 in this row. 2. Why is my yarn being so mean to me today, guys? It's just not coming out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so we're gonna be doing that alternate increase. So 1 row of increase, 1 row of no increase, 1 row of increase, 1 row of no increase. And we're just gonna do that all the way up. Let me pull out some more of this, because I don't know why it's so stiff. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, I'll do 1 more row of increase with you, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get mine done. All right, so from here, the start to the end of this piece, you're gonna wanna do a total of 31 rows. So from here to the end of the crotch was 8 rows, and we just did 9 and 10. And we're just gonna do that alternate increase for the next few rows until we get to row 31. So let me just start 1 more row with you, just so that you get the concept of the increase. So it's 2 into the first, 2 into the last, 1 into every one in between. So 1 and 2, then a single, all across. Oh, this is super stiff. Sorry, guys. And then 2 into that last one. And then again, that next row is going to be no increases. So you're just going to go straight down and just half double crochet into each of those, no increase, okay? So go ahead, get that done. I'm going to finish up mine, and then we'll meet back here. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna chain 1 on the end of this because this was the last one and I still had the loop on it. So I'm gonna chain 1, pull up a loop, and I'm gonna cut right in that loop. Pull that out, tighten this. All right, we're gonna weave that in the end. So now we're gonna work the back panel. Typically I don't make my strings this long, but I guess because I was making the video, doing the demo of how I do the slip knot, I ended up making it too big, but that's fine. I can always just cut that later. So we're gonna have to reattach to this foundation stitch to start making the back panel. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna make a slip knot. Okay, same way we did it before. I'm just making it so it's a little smaller this time. It's not helpful with my nails, by the way, guys. So I have my slip knot. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to insert my needle into the stitch that I want to go in. So I want to go into that first stitch, and I always double check. So I'm like, okay, which stitch is it gonna go into? And you can see those loops. Okay, so you can see the loops. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So you want to ensure that you have those 6 and you can identify them. So I'm gonna put the slip knot that we just made onto the hook behind the piece. I'm just gonna pull that through. All right, and then I'm going to chain 1, and that's just to attach the yarn to the piece. So now it's attached. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start my increases. So I start with an increase as soon as we're down here. This is because this is gonna be the back panel, so you want it to be fuller than the front. So I start immediately with the increase because we've already covered the crotch area, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make 2 half double crochets into that first stitch. That same place that we just inserted that chain, we're gonna make 2 half double crochets. So let's go ahead, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through all 3. Right? I'm gonna do that again. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over all 3. All right, so we just did our increase. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do half double crochet, 1 single half double crochet into the next 4. Yeah, because it's 6 here, right? So 2, that was 1. We're doing number 2 now. Oop. 3 and 4, right? And then we're gonna do 2 in that last stitch, all right? And the counting helps, guys. Like, go ahead and count, even if like, you know, it gets a bit annoying to count. Trust me, it's best to count. That way you don't mess up the stitches. Because it's very easy. Like, I just messed up mine a little bit, so I'm gonna fix that. So I'm just gonna go back in with those 2 half double crochets, all right? So 1, there we go, and 2. All right, so that was our 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we got 8 in that row. And we're gonna do the same thing that we did in the front. If you watch the Justine pattern, you realize that we just did straight increases all the way. But for this one, because I want that longer triangle look, I'm gonna do the alternates. So I'm gonna chain 1, turn, And we're gonna do our row of no increase, all right? So we're gonna go ahead, insert into that first stitch, and you're supposed to have 8 half double crochets at this point. So we're 2, all right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we're just gonna keep doing that alternate like what we did in the front for the back. So you're just gonna wanna go ahead and you want 31 rows to match the front section. So 31 rows in the front, so you're gonna need 31 rows in the back. I'm gonna go ahead and do mine and then we can meet back here. All right guys, so I just finished my back panel. All right, it looks good. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna chain 1 right here, and I'm just gonna pull up a loop and cut in the middle and tighten that. All right, so let's start straps. So we're gonna make 2 straps and it's just 2 chains of 75. So just go ahead, let me start you off. So I'm gonna do my slip knot. And you're gonna wanna just do 2 chains of 75. And just do that real quick and then let's just attach them. All right guys, so I just completed my 2 chains of 75 and now we're just gonna attach. This is the easiest part. This part I look forward to the most sometimes because sometimes a piece takes so long. All right, so insert, super easy. Remember to weave in those ends when you are done. So insert. I usually identify my right side and I put my piece on the right side. And then all I'm gonna do is insert my hook into that last stitch or that first stitch on this side, sorry. And the first stitch here, that first one. And then I'm just gonna take one of the strings, take the end of the string. Usually just kind of like try to hook it. And then I just pull it through. Be careful not to grab your piece. I think that's what I just did. Great. I'm doing great, guys. Let me try that again. So hook your piece, hook the string, and pull it through. There we go. And that's it. It's a nice, super simple string I'm gonna do on the sides of these. So I'm gonna insert again into that last stitch and that last stitch, and then take the other chain, hook it. So you just want it to be in the hook, like right in that part, and then just pull it through. And then as I try to do with all my ends, I just go ahead and make a knot and cut off the extra. Let's do this side. And the last one. gonna go ahead and do the reveal on Quinn. And then that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you did the piece. Let me know what you liked and didn't like. And again, like, comment, and subscribe to your girl, guys. I'll be posting a lot more videos of my tutorials, so you're gonna want to see them. All right, so see you guys next time. BAE Squad out. 8 Town down.